You good? All right. Hey, Kevin Fletcher. I'm here with Kevin Fletcher at the Hart Sports Management Camp, and wanted to ask you a couple of questions about yourself. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your career, and where you started out?
Well, I started in Denver, Colorado. I played, college ball at University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Late bloomer. Wasn't a big time player coming up, but grew a lot and developed my game in college. And had a successful year my senior year in college, and that's when I started working with Mike.
Awesome. So then you went into a professional career. You started working with Mike, and tell us about some of the countries that you played in and what you've done in some of those countries. Thanks.
Well, I started out in Portugal. It's a mid-level league, and just getting used to the European game. I did pretty well, about 15-8. And it was just a good learning year, and from that I went to Portugal another year and had a great, and that was really my jump off, because when I averaged 20 and 10 in Portugal, I moved up to Poland and played a few years in Poland, and as I developed and my game developed, and working with Mike, he had me on kind of a career path. I moved up from Poland to a big contract in Greece, and then from Russia, and 2 years in Russia, and now, I'm looking to play in Turkey. So, everything's been really good. I've taken always positive steps up, and it's been good for me to play all these places.
That's awesome. So, you've been working with Michael for a long time now, and just give me a couple of reasons or a couple of things about working with Mike and Hart Sports Management that make it the right place for you.
Well, actually, even before I signed with him, I actually checked him out a little bit, and what was crazy to me, that nobody had anything bad to say about him, and I thought that was crazy to come out of just this business with a lot of kind of shady agents and stuff like that somebody came out with such a clean name, and everybody I checked up on him, had good things to say about him. So they obviously was doing something right, and just from that point on, it felt right working with him. He's a hard worker. He makes the phone calls. He gets people jobs. He does what he has to do to get you a job, and he's not in it for the money like a lot of agents are. And also with me, he told me from day one that he was trying to get me on kind of a career track to go, from where I was going to start at lower in Europe to move up to where I am now in top leagues, and he's put me into the right situations to move up, and I've had to do the playing part, but other than that, he's put me in the right places. That I've done my part and he's done his, so we've worked well together and grown.
That's awesome. Thanks for taking your time today.
All right, bro.
Awesome.